Taurus, hi, how are you? It's Lisa. Just popping in here after a couple months. I'm glad you guys could come in and see me because I was gone for a couple months. Broke my hand, had to have surgery, had to do physical therapy. So my shuffler was broken for a little while. So figured I'd pop in, try a new spread because this coming up in March the 27th, I think, there's going to be like a giant transit for Pluto coming into Aquarius. And they say we're all going to feel it at some point, somehow, maybe. But more so for people like Aquarius or Aquarius rising. And maybe some will, some won't, I don't know. Not in astrology, but they said it's going to be big changes. Big changes. Figure out, let me just pop in here and we'll see what we can find out. And see if you need any, if there's anything that could help you with the transit or making it easier. But, let's see, can you guys see? I can't. I have to take my word for what the cards are. Starting out with the Three of Cups. And this is how you're feeling right now. You're feeling like you want to celebrate and you want to be social and you want to be with people and be happy. And that's a little better. So you're feeling really good in that sense. So maybe whatever's going on in your life, which is nice, whether you're working with people, you're at home with people, whatever it is, you're nearest and dearest, and you're just having a very good time, being able to celebrate life as it is. And now we have the Justice card, and this comes up, and this is what you need to heal. And this, the way I take it is like you feel like you need fairness, you need justice, you need people to be accountable for themselves, or if you even, it could even be if you feel like you need to be accountable for something, like for whatever reason, if you're not able to get past the situation, is it because you didn't admit to it, you didn't make amends? It's like if you didn't actually apologize, whatever went on. Or flip it, and it could be somebody who did not do that with you. And so you're having a hard time getting past the situation, or getting past it. All right. Now this Nine of Staffs, I feel like you have been doing something for, however long time, but it's something that you've always had to fight for, or, defend, or just in this constant repeat of, there you go, see, things going on over and over again, like it's all the time. It's, it keeps coming back at you. But you're willing to defend it, and you're willing to go through it again. It's just a matter of it just keeps coming. It just keeps coming, whatever the situation might be. And you might be actually ignoring what you would be able to do if, say, like the amends or the apology came, or you did that. So are you ignoring that? Are you ignoring the trial it's giving you because you're not able to get past this apology, or wherever this justice was landing for you? Like, is there a reason why you are fighting hard against something, you're defending, why why you keep revisiting it? All right. Now the Hermit energy, it comes up, you need to sit within yourself. Think on things, maybe take the time to look inward and say, well, what is actually going on that I could possibly change? Like, what do I need to admit? What do I need to see instead of ignore? Like, what is it that has to happen for me to be able to move past whatever this issue is? And I think you just have to take that time and say, like, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna think about this for a little while. Let me pray on it, let me meditate on it, let me really just isolate my brain, put social media down, put down the phone, whatever, and just be able to sit in your thoughts for a little bit of time, just so you can maybe see things a little bit clearer. Oh, and now we do have this Four of Cups. And it's almost like you need to, this is the feeling of being disappointed. This is the feeling of being bored or, apathy, and you're just feeling like you could have had something better and you didn't. You need to leave this. Take this emotion, take this feeling. You can acknowledge it because it's a part of you. This is what, it's a part of you. But you need to leave it there now. Don't take it with you. Like if you're going to start a new cycle or you're going to get it, things are going to happen and you need to be able to put this down. This is baggage that you do not need to have. Because it's not going to help you. And if anything, it might just cause you to have extra baggage as time goes on. Okay. Now the Empress. Now this is what's actually what you want to take in. She's her energy is incredibly nurturing and, loving, and she wants to build up things to make them work so much nicer. And there's a lot of compassion, and so you may want to integrate this into what your life is. Maybe showing up a little bit, a little more understanding, a little bit more, putting yourself in a person's position, just to see if you can make it change the way you're reacting to them, if this is a person, or reacting to anything that's in your life. If you could just look at it from another side, taking, maybe a little bit more softness and a little bit more, I keep saying compassion, a little bit more compassion or softness, instead of if you were feeling like maybe hard or just annoyed with a person, possibly, or a thing. It doesn't even have to be a person, it could just be a thing. And this is the Queen of Coins. And I think you need to find something to be grateful for. Now this can be, your own, your own inner self, where, what are your, okay, here. Okay, I lost my head again. What are your traits? Like, what kind of things can you offer? What kind of things can you do that you are able to be proud of, and you feel good about being able to have these abilities that you're able to do things with them. And so you need to look at it and say, okay, I'm not gonna worry about being left out. I'm not gonna be worried about feeling that I didn't get what I deserved. I'm going to look at what I do have right now and be able to appreciate it for what it is. Let's see if we can let's clarify a couple things. Let's see, I'm going to clarify the Four of Cups for Taurus. What's the Four of Cups for Taurus? I got the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. All right, so it looks like you, even though you might want to hold on to it, because maybe you don't, whatever it is, you don't want to let it go. Because maybe in your mind you're saying, well, if I let this go, if I forgive this, or if I don't, keep thinking about it, it's going to happen again because, they'll know they can get away with it because I let it go. That's probably not the best way to go through something. So if you're holding a grudge against somebody, if you have issues with anything, if you keep thinking that if you just keep holding on to it and remembering it and sitting in it all the time, that it will stop it from happening, I don't think that will, because it looks like that's why it's happening. Because you keep maybe just reliving it or thinking about it and saying, okay, well, I could have had, but now I don't have. So you're doing that fight all over again for whatever the situation is. I mean, take it as it resonates, but whatever the situation is, you need to move past it and take something that you can actually build on and feel stronger about. Let's see. I'm going to clarify the Nine of Staffs. Got the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords. I feel like once you do put down putting that guard up, once you put that down, it's going to be, it'll be a fast, like a really fast energy of like new feelings, new possibilities, new things that you can look at, because you won't have to worry about keeping your guard up. You won't have to worry about having to be that person that has to, block things or stop things from happening or whatever the situation is. So it lets you be a little bit more, a little bit more flexible, just not so ready to battle or, not so ready to battle. Or, okay, put your hackles down kind of thing. Let's see, what else could I clarify? Oops. Let's clarify justice. Let's clarify justice for Taurus. Okay, the Emperor. And the Emperor, well, well, there you go. That's a cute little match. All right, with these two energies, it's pretty huge. I feel like you are going to be able to, once that happens, whether you acknowledge it, you apologize for it, somebody else apologizes to you, they make amends, whatever happens, like whatever situation is forgiven, you're going to use that as an authority. It's going to make you feel very strong, very confident, very authority around it, where you know that you're going to be able to proceed without having to think about that anymore. Like, you need to let that go. Whatever went on, like I said, whatever situation it resonates with you. If somebody did you wrong, if they actually do the apologizing, even if they don't, you're going to get to a point where you can just let it go anyway. Because this isn't healthy for you. I mean, it's not messing up them. And if they're the ones that acted like that or did something to hurt you or whatever, it's not affecting them. It's holding you back. It's affecting you. And you just be able to wipe the slate clean and just be able to move on. Let's see what the moon says. Meditate and contemplate. Yep. That's what you got to do with the Hermit. And nothing will come of the situation. And it's in your hands. So however you want to do it. If you want to forget about it, you want to forgive them, you need to push past it regardless, whether it's going to be okay with them, with you. You're not going to get the apology, or you're going to do the apologizing. However this works, however this is going to work out for you, nothing's going to happen if you don't push through and do something. But it's also where you can actually sit and think about it and say, is this really worth it anymore, for whatever reason? I hope that made sense, because it did up to a minute. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and maybe if it gave you some insight, that'd be nice. And I will be seeing you maybe in half a month, maybe. All right. Thank you. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you, and I will talk to you later.